Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem Azam, Chief Market Analyst at EverTrade. In today's segment, we'll be talking about Dow Jones and we'll be discussing how low will it go and can GameStop share price trigger a massive sell-off. I mean, obviously, we know it did yesterday, but how big that sell-off can be now. So, before we do anything else, as always, it is important for us to go through this disclaimer and risk warnings. Anything which will be discussed can't be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. Now, I have the Dow Jones Index daily time frame in front of you. The chart shows that the price has broken below the 50-day simple moving average, which is extremely cool and nice thing to see. The reason for that is because it very much falls in line with our previous videos where we talked about the Dow Jones coming close to its 50-day simple moving average three times within a month. So this was the first time, this was the second time, this was the third time. And we talked about how the price is forming lower lows. And in yesterday's webinar, we also discussed that as well. But now on the daily time frame, the RSI has reached a level which can be classified as an oversold area, so which is near 36, because anything which is near 30 or below 30 can be classified that the market is oversold. Hence, we are seeing a little bit of a bounce back today. So what we really need to see is if this bounce back is really going to go above the 50-day simple moving average or not. Because if it does, then we can say that yes, okay, that was a great bounce, and then now the market is moving higher because the market has come into this area of support, which is right over here, and now the markets are trying to move back to the upside. Markets are trying to recover. However, my gut instinct by looking at the current price action tells me that this double top, the first top being over here, the second top over being here, it tells me that the current bounce is not going to really last. I think what is really going to happen is that the price may see some sort of a bounce like that, and then price is very likely to continue to move to the downside, and then what we're going to see is a move which is very much going to be in line with this particular with the 50-day simple moving average, which is going to really take us right somewhere over here. And then this is the area where we could possibly see some sort of a support coming back or market bouncing from here. So this is the area of support number two. Actually, this is your support number two, and then this over here is your support number one. So market can bounce, as I said, right over here. That the market can certainly bounce, because if this happens, if the market comes over here and then which is just happening over here, if it bounces above that, then certainly we can move to the upside. However, what really concerns me is the one top being over here and then another top being over here. So this double top is really going to push the market towards to this particular side. However, there are chances that the market may not stop over here at all. We may see another leg to the downside from here, and that leg particular move could easily push the prices towards the next particular support zone, which could be very much right over here, because this was the area where the massive bounce really started to happen. And then when market went over here, we formed another support. The market retested it, started to consolidate for a long period of time, and then we saw this massive bounce. Now, given the fact that we have seen so much consolidation previously in this area, and the price is already trading below the 50-day simple moving average, the chances are that price will move to the downside, and the first sort of the important support zone is going to be in around these particular price levels between 29,000 to 29,400. So that is the pretty much the area that I'll be very much focused on. So let's just say that 29,200 to 29,442 is the area of support that we'll be very much focused on. And then followed by that, we'll be looking at our next area of support, which is going to be over here. But once again, I wanted to emphasize that we have three different areas of support. Support level number one, support level number two, support level number three. Support level number two is much more important than the support level number one, because I do not believe this will work because the price has spent a lot of time in this area previously, so we are likely to violate this area, and then this particular price action is going to form like that and going to push the price towards here. We may not stop over here as well, and the price may continue to move here. Now obviously this may not happen in the way that I have drawn, because we will see some short rallies, and under those short rallies we could see the RSI moving away from its oversold price zone that we are seeing. But one important thing that we also need to keep an eye on is our 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, nothing is really looking positive at all, because this was a major sell-off which happened yesterday. The 50-day simple moving average has crossed below the 100-day simple moving average as well, and it is very likely to continue to the downside. Yes, we will see a little bit of a bounce. The bounce may bring us back towards this particular area, like 30,000 price, 30,283 price area, but it is very likely to break and then push the prices even lower. So what we could see over here is, because it could be along the lines of this one. So I'm going to draw that price action for you guys. So we may see something like here, we may see something like here, and then the moment that the price comes near its 100-day simple moving average, then we see the price moving down, and then price moving down, and then another move to the downside, and then we could see something coming in around this particular area, which we have discussed on the bigger time frame as well, because that is where the 100-day simple moving average is really trading in, and that's very likely to happen. But having a bounce over here, I'd be surprised. I don't think that would be sufficient correction. I think we need much bigger correction right now, because we have the double top formed right over here, one top being over here, just right over here. That is your first top, and then this being your second top, just right over here. Now let the prices move to the downside, and that move is really going to push the prices to, below the towards our price level, on the daily time frame. So overall, to summarize, a lot of weakness is creeping in. Price has played according to our plan, and it has done what we were expecting it to do on the daily time frame. We did say that the price is likely to break below the 50-day simple moving average, and it did. We are still expecting for this sell-off to continue towards the 50-day simple moving average. There is still more room left for this sell-off to continue, and then this is the area. 29,300 is the area where we could see the support coming. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these ones towards the 50-day simple moving average, and I'm going to take off this particular support zone, because I don't think this is really going to work. I think this is the only support area that we should be focusing on. And after that, the next area of support that we should be looking at is going to be our near our 200-day simple moving average, which is going to be right over here as drawn on the chart. All right, that's all for now. See you guys next time.